Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Welcome to another Tales from the Trip. I got kind of a funny one going here today. So, yesterday, the weather here in Kansas got, it's bipolar season here in Kansas. It was 80 degrees yesterday, ambient temperature, and then got down to 15 degrees last night. That's got to be it was a record high, I think, and then that's got to be like the biggest temperature swing. That's got to be a record temperature swing. It was literally -1 with wind chill at the coldest part last night. So crazy stuff. But anyway, so I'm in the 944 Turbo right now, and I just left the auction. Today's Wednesday. It's auctions day for me. But I had a gentleman message me yesterday on an 01 Porsche Boxster S 6-speed manual. 40,000 mile car and yellow in color. Super cool. So I started talking with him yesterday in the car. He sent me pictures, VIN number and everything. Looks like a really nice car. And so I'm at the auctions today and texting him, and he's like, okay, you know, we finally kind of agreed on some terms. And he's like, well, I'm leaving out of town tomorrow. So I'm like, well, shoot, I want to get this car picked up before he heads out of town. He's in Dodge. Dodge is about 2.5 hours away from me, so not too bad. So anyway, I'm at the auction, and so I start asking around. I'm like, hey, anybody need a car delivered to Dodge? And I found a dealership in Ulysses, which is past Dodge. Some guy's got a dealership out there called Pineda Auto Sales. And anyway, they're like, yeah, we got a Cadillac that we need driven back. And so, you know, Dodge is not very far from them. So they tossed me the keys to this Cadillac, and so I'm taking the 944 back to the shop and Uber back to the auction and pick up this Cadillac. And I don't even know exactly what it is I'm driving, but so I jumped in another dealer's car, and you know, hey, that's networking, right? So I'm going to drive this Cadillac to Dodge, and then go meet the customer and buy the Boxster. And then my brother actually lives in Dodge City, so I'll go buy the car, hang out with him tonight, maybe go out and buy him a steak or something, and then head back to Kansas tomorrow. And then hopefully the weather's supposed to warm back up again, so you know, so I picked the coldest day here to go buy a convertible. It sounds typical of something that I would do, so it's going to be kind of a fun adventure. So I guess the next thing will be is let's see what the heck I'm driving to Dodge. I hope it's a decent one. I hope it's a good one. We'll see. David, bring me in the 944 instead of Ubering. It's too nice out, isn't it, David? And here is the car that I'm driving. 09 little Cadillac. And Benita's Auto. So you guys are where? In Ulysses?
Kansas.
All right. Well, hey, I'm driving this car back to Dodge. It lived up in Ulysses. If anybody wants a Cadillac, check those guys out. But is it going to get me? Is it going to get me there?
Oh, for sure.
Man, I know that looks pretty sweet. Darn, I wish I'd have bought that car. I'm glad I didn't see it. I might have bid against you. Well, I'm going to hit the road. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga. If you have a brain or have a voice, drive's going good. I'm not a drinker, but I like the flavor of coconut and pineapple. Cheers. Well, I made it to Dodge. I'm meeting up with the customer at his office, and then we're gonna go out and see the car. Well, I'm sitting at the customer's office park here, and he is bringing me the car. I guess he's got it out at a farm or something that he has here in town. So I'll be looking forward to seeing this Boxster pull up. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. I've not had an S car, and I've had several Boxsters, but and then I think yellow is kind of cool. I mean, it's just not something that you see a lot of, and I'm pretty excited to see and drive the car. So it should be pulling up here soon. I'm on the lookout. You see me looking? I want to catch it. Just out here waiting to see the Boxster pull in. The good thing is with being the bright yellow, I'm sure I won't be able to miss it. So I'm just standing out here like a kid looking out the window for Santa Claus. Which direction is it coming from? Man, you can see that thing coming from a ways. Look at it. Check him out. I think he's got the top down. How cool is that? Look at that. What a good looking car. He said he was running behind. He said everybody wanted to ride. That's kind of funny. Look at that. That is cool. There it is. Everybody's all smiles. I better get this thing bought before they don't want to sell it. Yeah, looks pretty good. So tell me, like, so your dad bought the car?
Grandpa.
Oh, your grandpa.
My grandpa bought it, I guess, you said 05, 06?
Yeah.
And he always had a Jaguar.
Like the European stuff?
Like some kind of,
Yeah.
Kind of car.
Did he have much other stuff?
No, as far as, he'd always had a car.
Yeah, not a collection, but just...
It was always one.
Always one,
Couple of
okay.
Jaguars, and then, this one was like the most recent.
Yeah. Oh, that is
But
cool.
it sat in his garage over on next to the golf course for
Uh-huh.
the last 5 years, occasionally getting taken out and ran a little bit.
Right. And you said you had inherited it?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, well, sorry to hear about your loss of your grandpa. Sound like he lived his life full, though.
Oh, yeah, 90 years old.
90 years old?
Owned his own plane. He was in the Air Force.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he kind of did it all.
I love the stories behind the cars. It's like what makes them choose.
Well, that's what I was, I told somebody, I'm like, if you were going to, because there was a guy out of Minnesota who
Yeah.
come get it.
Uh-huh.
And I put it on some Porsche websites,
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I was going to go buy a car like this, that's the story I want, right?
Right.
Inherited, sat in a guy's garage cab, 40,000
Well, that could be
miles.
good and bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes cars that don't get driven
You're right.
actually can be kind of
Well,
needy.
so I took it to a friend here. He does just he's kind of a gearhead and does it on the side.
Yeah?
And he went all the way through it. He ordered, there was something, what was it? Oh, some fuses. Kind of long fuses on blinkers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The tires are older, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that would be the first thing
I didn't realize
to
they were
do.
that old until you had me pull those numbers.
Nobody ever does, you know what I mean? You always just think, oh, I just changed those a few years ago, right? That's always the way it is. Yeah, see, what is it? I think you sent me, what was it, 2013 or something?
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah. And, yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you only see it on one side of the tire.
It's not on this one, but it was on the other.
Yeah, on the other side. I know you got to kind of check them out. So basically, stock car then, right?
Yeah,
As far as you know? Well, that looks good. Well, shall we jump in it and take it for a quick spin? Awesome. Yeah. See, a lot of times the lights on these, this is the first generation, and they were kind of susceptible to some stuff. And a lot of times the lights would get really cloudy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the lights are clear on this, so that's a good thing. Very nice. Let's check it out. Oh man, I'm pretty happy. I just dropped David off, so I just since he drove the Porsche over, I took him over to his house, and he had a spare key, so that's super cool. But check out the yellow belts. Oh, this car! I'm kind of anxious to go through the options list and see what all options this car has. I think it's got a lot of cool options, but I can't believe it. It's -1 with the wind chill this morning, and now it's 50 degrees, and I'm driving with the top down. Is this weather crazy or what? But man, I'm so looking forward. I'm glad that I didn't just trailer this back, because I love Boxsters, and the Boxster S is just, it's the ultimate. And then put it in yellow, and man, forget about it, right? Hey, check this out. There's a yellow MR Spider. Here, look at this. Yellow MR Spider. Check that out. You never know what you're gonna find. I'll put my phone back in my holder there. It's like, hey, look, squirrel. So now it's off to pick up my brother Larry, and go plan what kind of trouble we can get into tonight. Go out and grab some dinner, maybe some Mexican food or a steak or something. But and we'll go chill out tonight, hang out, catch up, and then I'm gonna hit the road with this guy tomorrow. So stay tuned. We will be back with you again soon. Dude, I really love this car. Hold on, I gotta. Oh my gosh, man, I love that. Oh, I love the way you get the intake right there on the left side of the, quarter panels where the air intake is. Sounds so good. Man, and this thing revs to $7,000. That is cool. I want to get it out here on the road where I can kind of open it up a little bit. Let you guys hear it. Got to do that before we sign off for the evening, right? You ready? Here we go. Oh yeah. Better slow down before I get in trouble. Well, be back shortly. Well, had an awesome evening with my brother. Hey, bro, say hi. I like your hat, man. I need a hat to match the Porsche.
You sure do that.
So we went out and had some Mexican food last night, and now jumping into Porsche and headed back to Wichita. But my brother had something he's been holding for 30 years, or 35 years probably. The jacket. Check this out. Check this out, everybody. This is my Army jacket I didn't even know my brother had. Look at that. He found my Army dress jacket. So I don't know if it'll fit me right now. I'm sure it won't, but it's so cool. I'm sure glad that he held on to that for me, and I'm gonna go hang it up. So no top down at the moment, a little bit chilly, but gonna get this thing back to Wichita and get her washed up. I have made it to Wichita. I have had a wonderful drive. No issues. I'm actually really impressed with this car. It's pretty windy. I had the top up and because of the wind or whatever, but it's really gusting from the south, so it's a crosswind, and I'm just really impressed at how tight the car is and how little it's shoved around by the wind, and lack of wind noise with a soft top. I've driven a lot of these cars, but just driving it again, just really impressive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop by the shop, and first thing I'm going to do is pick up a can of BG44K, and I don't think this car's been driven a lot, so I always like to run that in low mile cars that haven't been driven a lot, clean out the injectors and the fuel system and everything. Car runs perfect, but it's just kind of a good maintenance thing to do. And then I'm going to head over to Shift and have some fun washing this thing up. Give it a little washing back and get some glamour shots of it. Favorite thing to do with the new car is go wash it. It's pretty clean, but it's got dust and stuff, and I'm sure it's got some bugs on it now. So after the shop, we're going to head to Shift. No better way to end up a Tales from the Trip adventure than a car wash to wash off the dust. Let's go ahead and spray this thing off and make it happy. Clean car's a happy car. So folks, there it is. Just all cleaned up. I cannot wait to get this car to Van Gogh, and a couple little chips and just some little general, light little swirls and stuff. But that thing is gonna come out amazing. And then here is another look at this interior. It is so cool. Just giving you a little walk around here. Funny thing, when I was washing the car, I looked at because I knew we looked at the date code on the rear tires and it was from 2013. Then looked at the front tires, the date code 2002. I think the front tires are original. I drove this thing back on 20-plus-year-old tires. Super happy. Thank you, Larry, for keeping my dress jacket from the Army all these years and keeping it nice. I appreciate that. But just a little last walk around on the car. We'll do a detailed video overview on this thing soon. And as always, I appreciate you guys riding along with us. Hope you enjoyed this Tales from the Trip. I really did. Kind of a short one, but a fun one. And got to visit some family and pick up a cool car. Man, it's such a real, the problem is real. I buy all these cool cars and I want to drive them all and keep them. Oh, I need help. Hey everybody, have a great day and happy motoring.